50 states. One countdown. We've climbed from the bottom, past the strugglers, the growers, the steady risers. Now we enter the elite. These are the 10 wealthiest states in America, measured by per capita income. But money alone doesn't define them. Behind each number is a story of strategy, innovation, and identity. They didn't just reach the top. They built their own way up. We begin in the East, where government power and suburban affluence create a high-earning corridor. What if you could live beside the nation's capital and earn like you were running it? Maryland delivers. Wealth here flows through federal agencies, research labs, and hospitals. Its economy thrives on policy, education, and biotech. Ranked 10th, Maryland's per capita income reaches $79,000 per year. Suburbs near D.C. are packed with strategists and scientists, but not all of Baltimore has caught up. Not every street shines equally. But when opportunity surrounds you, you only need to reach for it. Now we head west, where outdoor life and tech innovation collide. What if a Mountain View came with a six-figure salary? Colorado has mastered that balance. From aerospace to clean energy, its economy scales high, just like its peaks. Ranked 9th, Colorado earns $83,000 per person. Denver and Boulder buzz with startups and skilled talent. But not every town is growing at the same pace. The mountains may be high, but Colorado's ambition goes even higher. And as the elevation climbs, so does the competition. We're entering the final 8, where every state has a blueprint and a bank account worth studying. Subscribe now to the Money Manual, because the higher we go, the more every dollar tells a story. Now we turn north to a place that rarely makes noise, but quietly builds wealth. What if a state with no sales tax and no income tax still cracked the top 10? That's the equation in New Hampshire. Small in size, high in income, and strict on spending. At rank 8, New Hampshire's per capita income is $83,000. Many residents commute to Boston. Others build businesses in small towns with big returns. Here, prosperity isn't flashy. It's just quietly effective. We cross into the Pacific Northwest, where cloud computing and jet engines create financial lift. What if your state was built on both planes and platforms? Washington has done just that. Amazon, Microsoft, Boeing, it's an economy of giants. Ranked 7th in income, Washington brings in $84,000 per person. West of the Cascades is booming. East of them? Still playing catch-up. But overall, this state moves forward, and it moves fast. Now we drop into the corridor between two major cities, but this one earns on its own. What if your commute made you rich, but your home state made you wealthier? New Jersey proves it. High incomes, powerful industries, and revitalized cities define its story. Ranked 6th, New Jersey earns $84,000 per person. Wall Street commuters, pharma researchers, suburban executives. It's more than a bridge between New York and Philly. This state makes its own mark, and its own money. We head west again, where ambition never rests. What if your state had the 5th largest economy in the world? California does. From Silicon Valley to Hollywood, it produces everything, from code to crops to culture. Ranked 5th, California's income reaches $85,000 per person. But behind the wealth lies inequality. Coastal cities soar while inland communities still fight to keep up. Still, no state generates more dreams or dollars. Back to the East Coast, where everything moves faster and money moves most of all. What if your skyline was a financial statement? New York lives that reality. From Wall Street to media towers, the income flows are massive. Ranked 4th, New York's per capita income is $86,000. The city powers the state, but further north, many towns are still catching up. This is a state of hustle, and its income reflects the grind. Across wide open land and endless sky, one place quietly climbs to a top spot. What if your state had more minerals than people, and still ranked 3rd in wealth? Wyoming fits the bill. Energy and tourism fund this frontier economy. Ranked 3rd, Wyoming's income stands at $86,000 per person. A small population makes the wealth stretch further. But dependence on commodities creates risk. For now, this state is rich in more ways than one. Now to the Northeast, where hedge funds, old money, and Ivy League roots run deep. What if your state balanced old wealth and modern finance? Connecticut has done that for generations. Investment giants, insurance firms, and top-tier schools keep it on top. Ranked 2nd, Connecticut's income reaches $93,000 per person. Fairfield County lifts the average. Post-industrial cities hold it back. Still, the wealth here is generational. It's built to last. And now, the summit. What if a state became the richest in America by investing in brains, not oil? Massachusetts has done exactly that. Biotech, education, medicine, and research drive its economy. Ranked number 1, Massachusetts reaches $94,000 per person. Boston and Cambridge lead the way, but even former mill towns are finding new life. This is a state of knowledge, and knowledge pays. But wait, there's one place we haven't mentioned. It's not a state, but by income, it outranks them all. What if the richest residents in the country lived in just 68 square miles? Washington, D.C. makes that a reality. Federal agencies, law firms, global institutions. It's an economy built on power and paid accordingly. With a per capita income of $108,000, D.C. tops the entire nation. But within the city, disparities are sharp. Wealth and poverty sit just blocks apart. Still, no place earns more per person. And no place concentrates influence quite like the nation's capital. From Mississippi to Massachusetts, and all the way to D.C., we've explored America's income ladder, top to bottom. We saw how tech, trade, energy, and education built the wealthiest states in the country, and how ambition, innovation, and opportunity continue to shape them. If you've followed this journey all the way to the top, subscribe to the Money Manual, because this might be the end of the ranking, but it's just the beginning of what money can teach us.